Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Top 16, and this week we are looking at Winner's Side. We will be going through the entirety of the Winner's Side matches today, on the winner's side of the bracket at the very least, and that starts with Robin versus Samus. We will then continue on to Byleth versus Ridley, moving from there to King K. Rool versus Link, and finishing off with Pyra Mythra versus Kazuya. And right off the bat, we have Robin picking up a kill all the way from the other side of the stage using that Thoron. Excellent use of that. And these two combatants are the only real projectile users left. I mean, King K. Rool and Link definitely fit into that archetype as well, and they're facing off against each other. But these two are a lot more consistent with their projectiles as a part of their kit, with the exception of maybe Link. But Samus really trying to rally back here, as she does not want to have to fight on the loser's side of this tournament if she doesn't have to. That is kind of the nice thing about being on top 16 on the winner's side, is because you have a chance to still make a run back against those who have been trying very hard for quite some time to make that tournament happen for them. Robin jumping up into that super missile, and it's not enough to kill. Dash dances around and really looking for a finishing move here. They trade a back air for an arc fire, and Robin just about out with that Levin sword, but as it expires, he lands that back air, and that does give Robin a 2-stock advantage. And he still has the use of his Nosferatu in order to gain some of that percent back, which could result in a 3-stock victory here. Samus walking into the tail end of that arc fire. Nothing that you want to see. Thoron connecting yet again. That is twice now that we have had very devastating connections of Thoron on to Robin's opponent here. And he's a very scary combatant. We've got a back throw coming out again from Samus. Max rage for Robin. It's still not enough to kill that back air. Got the sour spot connection there off of it. And finally, a down air spike mid-stage is going to take that first stock off of Robin. But Samus is in a very, very bad position here and needing to rally back against her opponent. And honestly, at this point, I'm just thinking about, if I were Samus, I would just be thinking about what counter picks I can use, what benefit I'm going to get from that. And as we get the forward air with the bronze sword, we are going to do just that. Samus is going to have to try and find an answer in her counter pick to force that game 3 situation. So let's move on to that now and see what she comes up with. Interesting choice here from Samus, going to Lilac Cruise. Normally, you would expect Samus to try and avoid this space because of her many projectiles, and she has been Zaire camping the first couple of parts of this match, which is definitely an interesting approach and strategy for her. Robin not letting up, though, and continuing to attack in with ferocity, and that Levin sword doing a lot of work despite all the whiffed hits. We've got that forward smash to fully use up the Levin sword. Samus is going to make it back. Doesn't get anything with the forward air jump off of ledge there. And maybe she does have some ideas as to how she's going to try and counter Robin with this setup. Robin again getting caught by that super missile, and that's not a position that you want to find yourself in. Now, Robin can't rely as much on the Thoron with these weird angles and stuff. We've got a trade coming out there, and Samus just making it back to that ledge. Robin trying to get that Thoron charge all the way up, and he's got the arc fire, or not the arc fire, but the Levin sword back charged again after landing that arc fire. Robin up at 162%. That's max rage. That's a scary place to be in, that forward air with the Levin sword, sending Samus reeling across the stage. And we've got the grab across the gap there in the platform into the back throw, but Robin's still going to take that first stock, and he's got the used up Levin sword there that he uses as a projectile to kind of keep Samus further away from him. And that forward air still not quite going to do it. That down tilt's not the option we were looking for. I half expected to see an up tilt, but we are going to see that back kill throw off of the left-hand platform there. So really nice countering from Samus to try and stay a little bit closer in this match. Samus jumping over the top of that arc fire and getting a couple of punishing attacks in afterwards. We have Thoron charged up and ready to go for Robin, and it's now just a matter of, is he going to let it rip? And he does. It connects into Samus, sends her reeling over onto the left hand or the right hand side of the stage, and she does make it back, but that is a lot of percent to take from one single attack, so you never want to get struck by that, especially with as strong as it can be. And just gets around that forward air as Robin retreats down to the stage with an air dodge. Samus doing really well keeping things even and getting a lot better use out of those super missiles. Finally landing the sweet spot on that back air to pick up that stock, and Samus does have the lead, though not by a whole lot. Back air from Robin, going to send Samus again off to that right-hand side. We have a down smash coming out to finish off that stock. We are on the last stock of this second game, and it could be curtains for Samus if she can't continue to pull things out. Of course, we would all like to see a Game 3 between these two combatants. Super Missile into the grab again. That has been a go-to for Samus in this game too, and it's worked very well for her when she's trying to rack up that percent. We've got both combatants charging their projectiles. Robin gets the Thoron charge faster and is able to unleash it. Not to devastating effect, but Samus throwing that away by not having a jump off stage after failing to get back to that ledge. We are going to see Robin move on to winner quarterfinals with a commanding 2-0 victory here, while Samus will take a tour over to the loser's side, where we will see her in 2 weeks' time face off against the winners of the loser's side of this tournament. But let's move on to our next matchup. Alright, we now have Byleth, our number 13 seed, against our number 5 seed Ridley. A very heavy-hitting matchup to have on the winner's side of this tournament. Ridley making it back to that ledge after getting caught off guard by Byleth's onslaught. And Byleth having some real trouble keeping tabs with this Ridley. And Ridley getting hit by the Amir, and that is going to end that stock very, very early. And you don't see Byleth going for that move a lot. It's one of the few times that we've seen it used in tournament, but he just had the read on what Ridley was going for, and Ridley quick to fire back with that back air to finish off that stock and take us to our second stock for each combatant here in Game 1. PS2, a really nice place to start, but Byleth getting a lot more utility out of that with the up air, and Ridley wants to get this over as quickly as he can, and so he uses that side B grapple off stage to bring us into a position where we are on our last stocks for both combatants. Ridley yet to land a hit after that tactical SD there, and Byleth countering the side B from Ridley with a dash attack and doing very well to force the large dragon pirate to really consider what's going on. Ridley, fed up with it, and decides to throw away that last stock to take advantage of a counter pick. Really quick Game 1, Byleth definitely caught Ridley off of his rhythm, and we'll have to see if he can answer back. He's very frustrated with that, for sure. Ridley counterpicking to Kalos Pokemon League is a very interesting choice, and he just barely makes it back to the ledge after using that up B on the downward angle to get that first connecting hit onto Byleth there. And the reason why Kalos Pokemon League is an interesting choice is Byleth can actually recover from a lot lower here due to the vertical edges that this stage has. So you have to be really careful going for any sort of punish against Byleth here. And we've got that side B connecting from Ridley, and Byleth grappling back to the ledge there. doing quite well in the process. A series of aerial attacks and onslaughts coming out here, and Byleth going off that left-hand side to get the side B, and does pick up that first stock off of his competitor, and Byleth continuing to layer in an onslaught of attacks with the form of that up air, multi-hit now multiple times, and getting a lot of additional percent onto Ridley. Ridley gets the parry and misses the down smash punish, and Ridley looking kind of rattled here. We haven't seen him like this in this match thus far. And we've got forward airs coming out from Ridley, causing additional problems, and he keeps missing his opportunities to attack into Byleth and really finish off that stock to try and even things out. Ridley, again, just barely grabbing onto that ledge, getting a little bit reckless with the use of his up Bs there, for sure. Ridley retreating back down to center stage, gets caught in the air and far there by Byleth, and finally lands that powerful forward smash of his to pick up that stock, but he may as well be a stock down at that high of a percent, and Byleth looking to finish that off as quickly as he can. Gets the full 5 flame orbs to connect there while Byleth was charging up his own neutral special to counter there, and both combatants making it back to that right-hand ledge. Ridley getting that forward air. He's getting very reckless with the use of his up Bs there, but if he does happen to land one at this point, it could very well kill. And we see that side B, Ridley gonna clamber back and get that final connecting hit there to take the lead, and the first time in this match that he has had a lead in these stocks. And Byleth getting caught off the side with those Flame Orb Fireball attacks from Ridley, and Ridley has an unprecedented turnaround on his counter pick despite an abysmal showing early on in that game. He was able to rally back, and we are now headed to a Game 3 to determine who continues to winners quarterfinals and faces off against Robin, and who ends up on the loser side of the tournament.
3, 2,
Byleth counter-picking to Yoshi's Story for the final game in this set. Very interesting choice for sure, and going for that down air, he just barely misses the connection hit on it and almost paid dearly for it if he wasn't able to grapple back to that ledge. Now, Byleth again has a bit of an advantage here with being able to latch onto the vertical walls of this stage, but not if he's too far away, and that's precisely what happened on that first stock, and Ridley doing a really good job of causing problems for Byleth here as he attempts to get back to that ledge whenever he's sent off stage. Air and Far connecting really well there for Byleth, and Ridley's going to opt for the low recovery to get away from any potential punishes that we could see from Byleth. Byleth catching the neutral air and does send Ridley over to that left-hand side of the stage. Probably not the most optimal placement or direction for him to have been sent in, but that dash attack's going to land. Ridley jumping over the neutral special there from Byleth, and we have a forward air coming in with that staff, and that side B gonna pick up that stock and even things out at 2 stocks apiece. Now, Ridley still doing very well of keeping his lead, gets caught up in that air and far yet again, and that side B coming out, or that back air coming out after the up B tethered there, and Ridley not at high enough of a percent to have been stuck with a spike off of that. Ridley again making it back to ledge and causing more problems for Byleth as he goes for that punishment. Dash attack coming out there for Ridley that connects, and Byleth does barely manage to make it back to stage. Rapid jab coming out there from Ridley. It's not going to kill. He goes for the Flame Orb disruption on that recovery, but Byleth still making it back to stage, and Ridley needs to try and find a killing option. Does just that, getting the hit just before the aerial Aranvar does end up landing, and really nice placement there for Ridley. However, that dash attack from Byleth is going to connect, and we are going to see the final stock for both combatants here in Game 3 and the final game of this set. Ridley has just barely taken a hit with that forward air from Byleth. He gets the side B. That's going to send Byleth very far off that left-hand side. We don't see the Flame Orb punish coming out there off of his neutral special. We've seen that a lot. And Ridley finishing off this match with a reverse 2-game victory, finally landing with that neutral air. Very well-fought fight from these combatants. And like we said, we will see Ridley facing off against Robin in winners quarterfinals, and we will then see Byleth again in 2 weeks when we are back on the loser side of the bracket to determine who is on the losers quarterfinal rounds. But it's time for us to continue on to our next match, so let's do just that.
3, 2,
Here we are, our third set of the day, and we're starting off at Hollow Bastion between King K. Rool and Link. Now, King K. Rool is our highest seeded member of the tournament that is still in the bracket, as Ness, our number 1 seed, lost a couple of weeks ago on the loser's side. But Link really doing a good job of causing problems for King K. Rool here and keeping his distance, which is a must in a match as bulky as King K. Rool is, and as many problems as he can cause. Link continuing to cause an onslaught of attacks. K. Rool decides to stay there on that ledge for a couple of extra seconds to get away from that arrow from Link. He does end up getting the blunderbuss to connect now twice, and Link is caught off stage without a jump. He's unable to make that back, and very nice turnaround from King K. Rool, and that just shows how much prowess he has in this matchup and how well he is, or how he's managed to stay as long as he has on the winner side of the tournament as the 2nd seed overall. King K. Rool making it back to that ledge. He's at 182%, but not much longer after Link lands that up smash. And King K. Rool wasting no time landing a forward smash of his own as he gets off the restock. The ground coming through, hitting into Link, disrupting him from the bow attack that he's got there. Back air from King K. Rool coming out to cause more problems for Link. And we've got that up angled forward tilt coming up for King K. Rool there. Nice utilization of that move for him. K. Rool again making it back to the ledge, and we see the down throw, but we don't get the forward smash punish. I would have gone for an up tilt there if I were myself playing as King K. Rool in that moment. That probably could have really done a number on Link and finished him off there. We've got the boomerang coming out. Link misses the bomb as King K. Rool lands that forward air to send him off to the right-hand side. Dash attack is shielded, and Link responds with a down tilt into an up air to take that 2nd stock. He now has the lead, but not for long, as King K. Rool fires right back with an up air to take that 2nd stock. And Link trying to get any sort of use out of the forward smash blade beam that he gets while he is at 0%. It's a very niche tool, but it seems to have caused some distance between these two combatants. King K. Rool going deep there, and he does manage to get around the covering attacks from Link as he recovers back, but only by a slim margin. And Link responding again with an up smash. If he lands one more of those, we could very well be headed to a game 2. Link with a lot of bomb item play there, gets the detonation, doesn't get the final connecting hit there. Down air on stage gets that spike. King K. Rool looking for an answer, throws out his crown. And Link really looking to finish things off as quickly as he can. He gets brought into the blunderbuss. King K. Rool picks up the arrow and throws it. He is now very far on that right-hand side, and he's barely going to make it back to stage. I would have gone to the ledge. It's a lot safer for that. Gets clipped by the boomerang. King K. Rool up at 192. Link needs to find a finishing option here. The boomerang is not going to be it. We're at 214. And now at 222, King K. Rool really skating on some thin ice here. Link doesn't get that dash attack. He gets grabbed and back thrown. And that cannonball is well on its way to cover the higher options. Neutral air coming out from King K. Rool. And that stage spike from the up B of Link finally puts that stock down, and King K. Rool falls short in game 1 after hanging on for an incredible amount of time at well above kill percent. We'll have to see if he is able to rally back in his counter pick coming up right now. Alright, here we are on small battlefield for our counter pick there. And nice initial series of attacks coming out here from K. Rool. He's clearly thought this through, as we have been here on this match a couple of different times over the course of this tournament. Link very far away, and he gets caught up in that blunderbuss yet again. And just like that first stock in game 1, King K. Rool gets him with the high recovery blunderbuss cancel, and that causes him to have some trouble because he doesn't have the ability to jump again if he gets caught up after that. K. Rool looking for all sorts of aerial attacks, gets the counter. Nice use of that counter there. Link very easily going to make it back to ledge though. And K. Rool dodging around the arrow, picks up the bomb, doesn't get anything out of it, though he does have it yet again. The bomb detonates, and the Link getting that dash attack, uses the bomb but brings K. Rool back onto the stage. Probably not what he was hoping for, but that's what happens if you have just the wrong detonation on the timing for that bomb. King K. Rool gets caught up in the full up B there from Link, but it does not cause any problems for him in terms of losing a stock. And meanwhile, he responds with an up smash to take that first stock, or that second stock, excuse me, off of Link. Link in a very hairy position. He gets that forward smash to connect, and he's at least brought things back a little bit here with only a 1 stock deficit as opposed to a 2 stock deficit at this point in time. Up tilt there from King K. Rool coming out. He gets a second one and causing lots of problems for Link. Link detonates his bomb on King K. Rool's shield, causing more damage to himself, and K. Rool landing that back air on stage, picking up that kill, and we are headed to a game 3. King K. Rool seems to have had Link figured out at this point, and we'll see if he can carry that momentum into game 3. Link wants to keep things simple, so we are here on Final Destination for Game 3 of this match between King K. Rool and Link. And King K. Rool putting the hurt on Link really quick and really early on in this set. Or in this game, to be more particular. Link getting caught up in that blunderbuss yet again. And he just barely misses the up smash punish to get out back at King K. Rool's forward smash there. K. Rool making it back to that ledge. And we've got the boomerang coming out there for King K. Rool. A nice use of that crown to cause some additional spacing around Link. Link very far away off that left-hand side, but he had his jump, so he was able to make it back. Lands that dash attack, goes for the nair. King K. Rool uses the crown off stage to help cover a little bit of his recovery options. And that blunderbuss, the cannonball misses, and he drops the blunderbuss right before he could catch Link in that recovery for the 3rd time in this match, and that would have been really cool if that was the way that he ended all 3 of Link's first stocks in those matches. Link picking up that kill with the dash attack, and gets the turnaround forward tilt there. Really nice. King K. Rool looks to break that tradition, trades a little bit as Link is trying to recover, but that forward air is going to pick up that kill. We've got the jump and dash over the top of that arrow. That forward air not going to land, unfortunately, for Link. That could have caused some problems for King K. Rool there. Gets the up smash out of shield, goes for the dash attack, and we now have basically even percentages here from these 2 combatants. Link getting a lot of really good use out of his remote bomb and a lot of control around here. But King K. Rool has rallied back. He now has the percent advantage yet again. Link's way too far away off the side there. He's not going to make it back. And King K. Rool has the advantage here in Game 3. The bomb does not land and goes hurtling off into the abyss yet again. Link gets the nair there at that right-hand ledge, misses the down tilt at ledge to punish King K. Rool's recovery, gets the up tilt and the up air, and King K. Rool is now on his final stock as well. Things relatively even between these two combatants. King K. Rool gets a forward air. Link ends up hitting both combatants with his remote bomb detonation there. It's not the first time that that's happened in this set. Link just barely gets the shield before that crown comes back around on the back side. He gets the upbeat punish. He goes for the disrespect. He does miss it though. And King K. Rool going to make it back to stage while Link opts to the ledge there. We're still anybody's game. We have a trade. I believe that was a forward air to a down air. King K. Rool far away on that left-hand side. He is not dead yet. He's going to make it back to that ledge with his upbeat. And Link rallies back and sends our number 2 seed to the loser's side of this tournament. Unprecedented showcase from Link. Phenomenal counterplay against his opponent. And we will see Link in the winner quarters finals game, and his contestant, or his opponent, for that match will be determined right now.
3, 2, 1.
So here we are, Northern Cavern, Advent Children, One Winged Angel playing, and we have Pyra Mythra, our number 30 seed in this tournament, against Kazuya. Kazuya's our number 6 seed. Pyra landing that fully charged forward smash. That's a scary move to be hit by. Kazuya doing okay so far, keeping even, but he needs to be careful against this Pyra. Mythra coming out for a little bit of some quicker options. Kazuya gets the jab there at the ledge, and is now in a position where he needs to figure out what he wants to do in terms of a counterplay. He's going to make it back to that left-hand ledge there well enough. He's not really concerned about that. Whiffs on the Electric Wind Godfist, and we now have Rage active. We have that Hell's Gate coming out, and a very quick, rash decision to unleash that, but it does benefit him, or net him a kill against Pyra there, which is always a good thing to have happen, because you would rather hit Pyra than have her hit you and be at a deficit. Kazuya rallying back with a series of attacks there. Devil Blaster not going to land. That Blazing End is, and it's not enough to pick up that kill though. Kazuya going to make it back to that ledge. He has a lot of vertical movement space between his double jump and his up B there. Kazuya dashing around a little bit, trying to keep away, and he lands the devastating down smash at ledge to take that second stock off of Mythra at a very, very low percent. Pyra still struggling to pick up a kill here. Prominence Revolt could have been that killing move. Blazing Edge is finally going to take that first stock off of Kazuya, but there is way too much room to make up here, and you do not want to leave Kazuya at high percents for a long period of time, because he hits hard enough already, and when you have the rage mechanic built in, that just causes additional problems for you that you don't want to have to rally back against. Photon Edge coming out there from Mythra and deals a lot of damage to Kazuya, though he is still in a very commanding position up a whole stock here. And Mythra, or Pyra, landing that that excellent smash there. We now have Kazuya with his Rage active yet again. And the forward tilt coming out there. If Pyra can continue to layer damage onto Kazuya here, we could see that Rage be expired. We've got that back air coming out from Kazuya. And it's definitely Kazuya's game with the use of that Hell's Gate Rage Drive command grab. And it's kind of what we expected. Kazuya does very well in these positions. He performs quite well under pressure, and he's only dropped a single game over the course of this entire tournament, and that was last round to Donkey Kong. So Pyra Mythra has the advantage going into picking a counter pick, but will they be able to rally back against the insane momentum that Kazuya has? at this point in time? We'll find out. Pyra Mythra counterpicking to Battlefield. That's a decent option for them, all things considered. And it gives them a couple of more options of places they can go and retreat to. Nice up smash there from Pyra. We now see the switch to Mythra for a bit more speed, though Kazuya, of course, hits harder regardless of how you try and get in against him. That down smash this time not going to land, unfortunately, for Kazuya, but he does seem to be continuing to look for that as a punishing option. He gets the side B at that ledge to punish some of Mythra's lingering there. And that Photon Edge is going to send Mythra to center stage. She gets the aerial Lightning Buster. Relatively even in terms of percent. We have that Electric Wind God Fist, but the down smash does not connect into it. However, that uppercut will, and that is going to be a killing move. Kazuya again at the advantage here in this match. That Lightning Buster not attacking. Electric Wind Godfist gets the stun there, and Mythra attacking in with that Lightning Buster doesn't give Kazuya a chance to use his Rage Drive, which is what you really need to be prioritizing between these two combatants, if we're being completely honest. Mythra getting a lot of nice damage there onto Kazuya. Gets the Lightning Buster there again at ledge. Kazuya trying to cover a bit of his recovery with that Devil Blaster. Misses the down smash again there at ledge, but that Photon Edge is going to put Mythra in a very bad spot. Kazuya taking full advantage by sending Mythra off to that right-hand side and finishing her off with the Devil Blaster. A lot of range on that. You have to be cautious and aware of the devastation that he can cause with that. That forward smash does not get around the ledge grab from Kazuya, but it does that time, and Kazuya up at way too high of a percent to live a fully charged forward smash. So Pyra doing a really good job trying to keep things even here. Mythra coming out to hopefully get a bit more damage onto Kazuya, or that's the plan that they're going for here. We've got that Ray of Punishment coming out, landing very nicely onto Kazuya for some additional damage. We've got that God Fist hitting. It's not the Electric Wind one, though, because it did not cause the stun on Mythra, but she does get the Foresight. I don't think that we've seen a whole lot of that from her as of yet. And that Electric Wind God Fist into the up B punish is going to be curtains for Pyra Mythra here in this set. We will see them again in 2 weeks on the loser side of the tournament, but Kazuya has secured himself a spot in winners, quarterfinals, and will be facing off against Link when we get back to this side. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for that daily variety content, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day.